Hello everybody and welcome back to Deb Creates. So today I wanted to show you I've managed to get hold of a crochet kit being sold at Aldi. So a friend of mine saw this, I didn't see it myself, and said, oh, they've got some crochet kits, and I said, grab me one. So we have here, it's the dragon, so I'll show you the dragon there. So this is the dragon crochet kit from Aldi, and this is retailing at the bargain amazing price of £5, which I think is really, really good. So let's delve in and have a look and see what you're going to get for your £5. So we have a pattern. Here's the pattern for our dragon. So it's marked up as skill level 3. Doesn't really tell you what skill level 3 means, but if we think that skill level 1 is perhaps a beginner, then I would say 3 is an intermediate or intermediate plus maybe. I haven't really looked at the pattern yet, but it seems quite straightforward and simple, so I don't think it's I think that, yeah, it looks quite straightforward. So there are going to be some tricky bits, like sort of the feet look a bit tricky, the toes, and maybe the you know, the nostrils, those sort of things. If you're a complete beginner, it might be a little bit tricky. But if you had some experience of crochet, then I would say it's probably quite doable. And everything is on the internet. So if you want to look, you don't understand a certain stitch or way they're doing it, you can find a tutorial for that on the internet, watch it through a couple of times, and you soon get the idea of it. So so I think that, you know, generally it's probably quite doable. Anyway, I am going to crochet it and show you that later, but let's have a look at what we get in for our £5. So first of all, we've got some wool. So it's quite soft, feels quite nice. So we've got the green, that's for the body. We've got a lighter green. Oh, one of them's for the, is that for the spikes? I think that one's for the spikes, maybe. So that's a different green for the spikes. There you go, 2 greens. We've got a turquoise blue, so that appears to be the horns and the wings. So if I show you there again, you can see the horns there, and the wings look really small. You can only see a little bit there, so it's hard to say. We've got some white for the eyes and some black for the centers of the eyes. So everything in there to make our dragon. The wool feels nice and soft, nice quality. It's not horrible. So I think that's going to be, yeah, that looks fine. So we've also got, for our £5, plenty of stuffing. So there's our K-pop kind of stuffing. And there's quite a lot of that. So I would say, you know, pretty good. That's our stuffing, pretty good. And we've also got a hook. So let's have a look at the hook. I haven't looked at the hook. Let's see what it's like. Oh, and a darning needle that just went on the floor. Come on, hook, come on out. So it is actually, look, a metal hook, which I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be plastic, but it's actually a 3mm metal hook. So that's quite good, because a lot of the plastic ones, especially if they're inexpensive plastic ones, I break them because I think I put a lot of pressure on when I'm doing it, and I break them. So that's actually a metal one. I mean, I have got my own 3mm hooks, so I'll probably use one of those. But you know, that's pretty good. If you haven't got any hooks, that's pretty good. So there was a darning needle. I don't know where that's gone. It's down there somewhere. But we all know what a darning needle is anyway, don't we? So and that'll be for the stitching of the dragon when we get to it. So the only thing I guess that, oh, it's by the way, it is 18 centimeters tall, the finished item. So we are there. So it's about 7 inches. So where's my 8 gone? 18, there we go. So that's how big he is from top to bottom. So he's not huge, but that's not bad. And also, if you were to use a different kind of wool and a different size of hook, he would be bigger. I mean, you can't use a different size of hook with this wool because it looks like double knitting, so it's too thin. So you need a 3 or 3.5 at the most, I would say. But if you were to want to make him into a nice fluffy plushie, you could buy any of the wools, the bigger wools, and they'll tell you what size needle to use on the hook to use on the back. So you could really make quite a big one from this pattern, following the pattern exactly the same, but using a nice chunky wool and or a nice chenille or those sort of like wools, the thicker wools, and make him just the same in a bigger version. Also, you could make him, don't forget, in any colour combination. So we don't have to go for these greens. You can do him in any, you have a purple dragon or a red dragon, anything. So, so really, once you've got the pattern, it's open to you, isn't it, to use again and again, and I'm sure I will. But I'm interested to see how he comes out with their pattern, their wool, probably their hook and their stuffing, everything used from the Aldi pack. And I'll get back to you when I've made him and we'll have a look. But I would say if you can get £5 for your dragon, and also there are other animals in the kit, and I'll show you on the back. Let's see if you can see those. So there we have a teddy bear, a hedgehog, and I think it's a lamb. So those kits are also available. I got this last week or a few days ago, so you might be lucky and still find one in your local Aldi shop, but I don't know, because these sort of things do sell out really quickly. So so good luck if you're looking for one, but let's give it a go and see how it comes out, and I'll be back to show you the results and what I think about the pattern and how easy or difficult it was. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.